everyone. Sorry I did not post yesterday. Yesterday I was feeling tired, and I feel like if I was tired and trying to do 2 videos, which I normally do, I would have gotten stressed, and stress is not good for anyone. But anyways, make sure to get some water and some sleep after this if you're listening to this at night. I'm looking at you. So anyways, let's get started. The picture Tengen had taken from yesterday remains engraved into my skull. When I had arrived to class yesterday, Tengen wasn't even there. Neither was he for any of his other classes afterwards. Turns out he was ditching. He knows I'd murder him. So now he's avoiding me? Just thinking of that smug face pisses me off. I bite my nail in frustration, anxious every second Tengen was with that picture of me on his phone. Who knows when he'll send it to all the Hashira to embarrass me. But then again, he hasn't done anything yet. So maybe I still have some time to find him. I watch the vending machine drop the bag of chips as I'm doing my daily runs as the student council's personal maid. So far, I've deducted most of everyone's likes and dislikes. Mitsuri likes sweets. The Rengoku brothers love their spicy chips. Tengen dislikes bland-looking snacks and drinks. Gome likes pretty much anything. Gome enjoys simple bread from the vending machines. And Shinobu loves her vending machine coffee. However, there were 3 boys who I couldn't read their preferences. The first was Obanai. At this point, even a new student like me would already know that it's no secret Obanai likes Mitsuri. Then, again, who doesn't like Mitsuri? Mitsuri is one of the best girls. Can't argue with that. But Obanai is obsessed with her. He's by far the biggest simp I'd ever seen. So, anytime I try to pin down his likes, he'd rather respond with, Mitsuri likes that. Not in the title, no. Following along with what Mitsuri likes, I tend to get him sweets, but he just gives me the sweets that I buy him to Mitsuri. Mitsuri knows of this and always thanks me for buying her even more sweets. Finding out Obanai's preferences is going to be difficult. Next was Sanemi. Sanemi doesn't like it when I get him snacks or drinks. He scolds me, saying it's a waste of time and money. Practically anything I give him, he complains or finds a way to complain about it. Yet, any time I offer to take something back, he just changes his mind and then he will eat or drink it. But later, so, in a way, anything I get him, he hates, but forces himself to accept the gift. And then again, there was only one person who Sanmi did accept gifts from. That was Kane. Maybe I should ask her for Sanmi's preferences. Lastly was Michiro. Compared to Obanai and Sanmi, Michiro was to be the hardest to pin down. The issue with Michiro is that I forgot. What did you mean you forgot? I don't know what I like from the vending machines. But today's the day. I will find out Mitsuri's preferences once and for all. For the past few days, I've been making a list of things after buying to keep check on what the Tory course-eyed first year likes. So far, there's nothing he likes. But that's going to be the end of today. Though I do find it quite odd that Michiro forgot what he likes from the vending machines. Could it be some way to hide what he actually likes? Michiro! The turquoise-eyed boy slowly looks down at me in some gaze. He blinks. Michiro? I say again. Who are you? My mouth falls. Michiro has been playing, right? He literally has class. We have literally classes together. I plaster a smile, playing along with his joke. Haha, real funny, Michiro. Really, who are you? Michiro asks once more, making me confused. Was this Yurichiro playing some prank? No. Yuichiro was wearing a different shirt. I almost said skirt. This is Michiro. Michiro, it's me. I point to myself. You can't be serious, right? But Michiro goes quiet, staring at me with forward eyes. He looks like as if he really forgot who I was. How could you forget who I am? I blink, astonished that Michiro was able to achieve such an achievement. We literally have classes together every day. I forgot a lot. Michiro turns his face away from mine. It happens too often. Hearing this, I remember a specific scene in the anime when Tanjiro meets all of the Hashira. When he's put on trial. Michiro looked to be in some kind of strange daze in the anime, just like now. There was also something about a bird. I don't remember exactly. Ugh, what was it? But who are you, and what do you want? Going up to me and talking to me like some weirdo? I sighed. It's best to just reintroduce myself again despite already knowing Michiro. I'm Yin. I'm in 3 of your classes as well as student council. Michiro shrugs. I'll most likely forget all of what you just said. Do you have some sort of memory loss, Michiro? You seem to forget very easily. I don't know. He shrugs his head. His attitude suddenly turns cold. Was this some personal issue Michiro didn't want to talk about? It just happens. He finishes. I see. I quickly think of a topic to turn our focus over to when I remember I had to finish my rounds of buying the Hashira their snacks and drinks. Do you want something, Michiro? I point to the vending machine that was several feet away from us. His turquoise eyes looked over to the vending machine before briskly walking over to the vending machine and peering into its contents. I gave Michiro a moment to pick what item looks appealing to him before asking, which one do you like? Why do you care, weirdo? I hold back my tongue as I plastered a smile. Come on, there must be something that pops out to you, Michiro. Maybe some chips? I gestured upwards to an array of chips. However, judging from his stone-cold expression, he had no reaction. How about some drinks? I gestured somewhere elsewhere, eyes peering over my shoulder at Michiro's face. Yeah? Nothing. No response. Maybe he is harder to crack than Sanemi and Obanai. Okay, how about some sweets, like Mitsuri? I point elsewhere. Finally, Michiro blinks. A response! Finally! Okay, how about we try some cookies? I beamed, all giddy to test out whether or not Michiro did like cookies. My dollar gets sucked in as a chocolate chip cookies falls to the bottom of the machine. You used your money? He asked. He peers over me. Yes? Whose money would I use? I tilt my head, a little confused at the odd question. Technically, it's that rich uncle of mine's money, but it doesn't matter. Don't you find it a waste, wasting money on people you barely even know? But I like caring for others. Even when people won't give back to you, you expect them not to give back to you, right? Yeah, I don't expect you guys to pay me back or anything. I smile. I'm doing this because I want to see you all fed and happy. Michiro blinks, silent. His eyes return to the same daze as before, as I take his hand and place the chocolate chip cookie onto his palm. You know, eating cookies is always best when drinking milk. Milk? I blink. Have you never tried cookies with milk before? Sorry if you guys are allergic to milk. But Michiro's silence at my question was more than enough. I gasped. That won't do, Michiro. I turned to the vending machine to take out another dollar for a small carton of milk. The machine drops the carton as I squat down to pick it up. As Michiro was munching on his cookie, I opened up the carton and hand it to him. Try it. It's amazing. The Miss Hashira reluctantly reaches out, but eventually takes the carton. He takes a sip as he expected seemed to be more relaxed rather than tense from before. You got a milk mustache. A giggle pointing to his face. Michiru quickly wipes his mouth, using his sleeve as a yelp. No, I have napkins. I quickly rummage through my backpack and pull out small napkins. Here, don't get yourself dirty like that, I sighed, taking his sleeve and wiping it. But Michiru suddenly grabs my wrist, making me jolt. His grip on me tightens as he wears a dark look. What are you doing? I'm wiping your sleeve. I wiggle my hand out of his grip. Why? He coldly asks. Because it's nasty, and you don't want your sleeve to be smelling like milk the whole day, right? Michiru looks away, an unreadable expression plastered throughout his face. The bell suddenly rings, indicating break was over. Students started heading to class, as I'm reminded what I was even doing at the vending machines in the first place. Shoot, I still need to give these to the others. I fumble with the Hashira snacks and drinks in hand. I set off to leave when I remember that Michiru was still there. Do you want to come back with me, Michiru? But Michiru doesn't respond. He turns his back to me and stares up at the sky. I sigh. It was no use to get his attention. I turned to leave the Miss Hashira to his strange thoughts. Michiru's cute and sweet now that I have met him. I hope I didn't make a bad impression on him. Also, I hope Tengen doesn't show any of the Hashira the photo, or I'm gonna be a laughing stock. Third person. ... This cookie. The Miss Hashira stares down at his half broken off cookie before breaking it off once more and tossing a piece into his mouth. Tastes good. The school bell goes off, snapping the young boy's thoughts off of the cookie from his hand. Students begin heading to class. At the corner of Michiru's eyes, he sees Yushiro Tokudo walking. His twin brother. He looked bored out of his mind. That was when Yin waves to the eldest Tokido brother, catching his attention. In response to this, Yushiro rolls his eyes and ignores her, but she goes on giggling at his response. What a weirdo, Michiru thought. Yin jogs off in the direction of the student council as Yushiro heads to class, irritated that Yin had ruined his mood. Didn't know those two knew each other. Miss Hashira finishes the cookie and downs the carton of milk before throwing the two away. However, the Hashira was reluctant to leave as he looked over his shoulder at the vending machine, respectfully at the cookies. I'm Yin. I'm in 3 of your classes as well as student council. Do you want something, Michiru? Come on, maybe some chips? How about some drinks? Okay. You're weak, just like that so-called father of ours. Okay, how about we try some cookies? Caring, kind, hearted, weak. A wave of dizziness rushes through the Miss Hashira as his right hand falls on his forehead to calm himself. His twin brother's voice echoes in the back of his head, causing the boy to sway. Yet another voice overpowers Yurishiro Tokuto's. I'm doing this because I want to see you all fat and happy. Maybe, just maybe, Yin had solved the mystery to what Michiru's favorite snack was from the vending machines. Yin's POV, math class. After much ditching from our language arts class together, Tengen has finally caught and brought to class by a member working in the school. Mr. Uzawa tiredly states once the school staff has left the class. Yeah, I know. Tengen waves a dismissive hand at our math teacher, but Tengen's eyes purposefully ignores mine as he hides a knowing smile. I shouldn't have been ditching. No, I was going to say if you're going to ditch, leave the school. Mr. Aizawa turns his back to the sound hashira, preparing to begin class. What idiot ditches class but stays on school campus? A stir of snickers and giggles erupt throughout the classroom as Tengen just takes his designated seat in front of Gomei, smiling away. To think he could ditch and not get caught. Gitaru lets out a laugh. Guys like him are all looks and no brains. Ugh, if that was me, I would have gone shopping. Jockey makes a face. In front of me, Doma shifts his body to face mine as he grins with both arms under his chin. Would you ever ditch my yin? I look up at his rainbow-eyed Kazuki member, thinking of an answer. Well, I'm sure you wouldn't. You're such a good girl. Doma leans over my desk, closely to my face. But I'm sure I could change that. I would love to ditch any class with you in it. I gave Doma a toothy smile. Doma's smile falters for a moment as he seemed taken aback at my forwardness. My yin, is this your way of asking me out? Doma holds a hand over his mouth. I sigh. Doma definitely misunderstood. If it means I won't have to see your annoying ass, then yes, I would ditch. Doma blinks, hesitant for a moment, as he processes my clarification before breaking into fits of awing. Aw, my yin, that was so cute of you. Doma, are you asking me if there is detention after school? I'm sure there is. A slot available with your name on it, Mr. Aizawa says aloud. No, sir. Doma slowly slides off my desk, plastering a smile. I was just asking for help on this question. With a gesturing pervy wink, Doma turns back to his desk as I shiver in disgust. Just what is his deal? Math class goes mathematical terms and equations come in one ear and out the other. Before I knew it, class was already over. I quickly pack my things ahead of time in order to catch up with Tengen once the bell rings, because knowing the sound hydra, he's going to purposely avoid me, or worse of all, use this chance to show the hashira that photo. Ring, ring, ring. The school bell rings as everyone gets up and rush to leave. I hesitantly get up and make my way over to where Tengen is. Tengen. I dodge a few students moving out of their way. Excuse me, sorry. Hearing his name, Tengen looks up at the ceiling, ignoring me as he quickly gets up from his seat. You idiot, I know you can hear me. We're going to swing some stores to go buy some snacks. Mitsuri beams, her arms over Shinobu's shoulders. The hashira begin gathering together outside the classroom as Gomei and Tengen begin making their way over. Tengen, I believe Yin is calling for you, Gomei says, his head turning in the direction of Yin. I don't hear anything. Tengen shrugs with a knowing smirk. What? Suddenly, a group of students come rushing past me, making me lose sight of Tengen. However, someone's foot steps on mine. Hard. Ow! I wince, trying to rush past these students and find the culprit, but no avail. No one looked to be the one who did it. I quickly pushed past the group, only to feel someone trip me, sending me stumbling back under the rowdy group. Ugh. Oof. I landed my face in someone's chest. I hesitantly pushed myself off to find Tengen. Oh, great, another Tengen. What idiot ditches but stays on the school campus? Mr. Aizawa's words rang through my ears, even until now as class had ended. To be honest, I didn't even know why I even remained on campus. I just wanted to see that angry look on the first year when she sees me. I guess in a way, I'm a little happy that I was caught. That first year always cracks me up. She's the least bit flamboyant nor flashy, yet she somehow keeps me entertained. Tengen? You idiot. I know you can hear me. I still have that ridiculous photo of her in my headband from yesterday, saying that Al-Shalahashra was only to make the first year mad. That face she makes when she's annoyed or ticked off at me sends me. It's always fun and games with her. So that's so then why you oh ow ugh. Why am I making this weird sound? Why did I hear such sounds from her? Tengen! Yin's voice snaps me back to Mr. Aizawa's class. Hello? She snaps her fingers sassily up at me. What's wrong with you? Stop staring off like a weirdo. And give me your phone! Yin angrily holds out a hand. Huh? Don't me, mister. Yin jabs a finger at my chest. I, for one, am happy you were finally caught. But Yin's voice only fades off as my eyes drift to the students leaving the class in a buzz. Something is off. That was her voice. I'm sure of it. You're not hurt, are you? I scan down up at her, but Yin just makes a face. No, she answers, as if it was a question. I'm fine. I just bumped into some people, that's all. Wait, if that is your way of distracting me from that pit, no, it's nothing. I'm just hearing things. I lie. So then she did get hurt. What a clumsy idiot. Not so flamboyant of her. Not even the slightest. The phone, Yin demands. Yeah, I say, pulling out my phone and going into my photos. Finding the picture of Yin in my headband, I turn the photo to her, and she hovers her finger over the delete button. You see? Yes, just hurry up before someone sees. Yin scowls, eyes looking around the classroom, yet we were the only ones left. It seemed everyone had left, including Mr. Aizawa. Smiling, I tap the delete button and the picture disappears. And done. Happy? Okay. Yin breaks into a small smile. She suddenly digs into her backpack and takes a somewhat crushed chocolate cookie from the vending machines. Here, since you aren't in the student council room when I was getting everyone's snacks, I gave your empty drink to Gome, so the best you get is this cookie. But I don't like cookies. I blinked down at her, annoyed. Yin quickly retracts the cookie from me and rolls her eyes. She opens her mouth to say something, snarkily remarked, but I beat her to it. But I never said I wouldn't eat it. I poke her forehead, taking her off. I hope you choke when you eat it, Yin grins evilly, forcing the cookie in my hand as I let out a chuckle at her reaction. Now, that is all over, I'm heading home. Bye. See ya, first year, I say, watching Yin to be the last one to exit the classroom. I lean against the desk as I take out my phone and open up my photos. That girl is dumb as she looks. I grin, opening up my recently deleted photos to find that funny picture of her. I restore the photo as if it was never sent to the trash in the first place. I look down at the cookie in my other hand. Maybe Suma would want it? My eyes then fall back on my phone with that ridiculous photo of her. She was nowhere near as pretty as Suma Maki or Hinatsuru. She wasn't as flashy either. Judging from how she acts in class, her grades were just as great as her looks. Nothing about her is flamboyant. She was just an average nobody. If not average, then below average. A below average nobody. But for some reason, when being around her, I find myself laughing. If it's not laughing at her being an idiot and embarrassing herself, then it's picking on her and laughing at her unflashy appearance. I hope you choke on it when you eat it. I sit on top of the desk. The back of my right hand was covering my mouth as I started laughing. She is ridiculous and hilarious.